shook, big shook. It's really real right now.
Mr. DL.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Who's off?
Well, that's true. You could have had a mohawk.
All right.
Yeah, you could have. Oh, I know. Have you ever had a mohawk?
No, I had a bowl cut.
A bowl cut. I had a bowl cut too.
Me too. I know that. We used to call them jail cuts. Dudes say, no, I can't fade, but I'll give you a cut. And Mother cut all that little line over there. Like,
oh, man.
It's called the Mo from the Three Stooges.
So the hat's on. They don't know I'm bald. And we are here, the Danger Zone podcast, number 32.
Yeah, episode 32. The Big Show.
Hell yeah. Mr. DL.
Chef Tanya Nicole.
We got a special guest calling in a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Battle rap legend Cortez.
Yep.
Coming through.
We waiting on that, man. You know we gonna have some shit here, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good interview.
So, Shook, what's going on this week?
Yo. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? It's
spicy today.
Yeah, nah.
It's that rum or the whiskey.
You can't you can't be a man and be spicy. That shit don't even sound right.
Spicy.
Oh, you're spicy. Nah.
You know, you
Big
might be
Shook.
right. You might be right.
Yeah, kind of spicy. But anyway, back to the spice. Nah,
I got one.
Go ahead, man.
I got one when the whole internet kind of topsy-turvy this week in the rap world. Jay-Z dropped a verse on the DJ Khaled album.
Oh, yeah.
That people are already saying the verse of the year, and then it's got all the underground rappers saying, well, I got a verse better than that on my SoundCloud. Go check it out.
Right.
So, so we have all that going on. But I won't say it's verse of the year. I'm not saying it's not verse of the year. It's too long, and I started to fall off kind of on it. I do have ADD, so it could be a
so
factor.
like you zoned out.
It's like a 4-minute verse.
You like zoned out. You
like he might have said something, and I started thinking about something he said, and then I kind of was gone for like 6, 7, 8 bars. You know what I mean?
The thing about it for me is like, because like I'm a fan of him, rhyming and shit like that, I'm gonna listen to the 4 minutes because I don't believe I'm gonna hear no idiocy or whatever.
It was good.
I'm gonna hear some adequate shit. So that's me fucking with it. But Jay's one of the greats, man. As far as I'm concerned, it is good that he still comes through. He still has that passion. So shout out to Jay-Z and Khaled on that shit, man. Do your thing.
Me,
Rick Ross is also on the song, and Lil Wayne is on the song.
Oh, okay.
Rick Ross's verse isn't terrible or anything. It's not terrible. I like Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne's good, but his verse has auto-tune, and it's part of the song with auto-tune.
Right.
So I thought, I was like, man, just give Rick Ross and Lil Wayne their own song and put this 4-minute Jay-Z verse out, bro, because this is a...
Two different things. And in some ways, it's probably going to be in the mix like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, also, Jadakiss and Swiss Beat reunite for 2 new songs following a Funk Flex challenge.
Oh, yeah, this
challenge.
challenge.
Yes,
Yeah.
he has like his Thursday challenges.
Jadakiss and Swiss Beats have delivered 2 songs after being challenged by Funk Flex to release new music. Flex premiered a brand new track from the longtime collaborators during DJ Enough's afternoon set on Hot 97 a couple days ago on Monday, August 29th. The song samples Onyx 2002, Back the Fuck Up, her part 2 single, Bring 'Em Out, Bring 'Em Out Dead, and finds Jadakiss tearing up Swizz 80s inspired beats. You gotta go through me in the city to get the stamp. These niggas ain't really rapping. It's cause they can't. All they really doing is capping on all the fans. These rappers is too friendly. Y'all niggas be holding hands. Hiding behind fashion, I'm hiding behind passion. He spits. I guess that was not Jadakiss, who's the other?
Funk Master Flex.
I'm fucking, no, it's 2 people rapping. I'm bugging and shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
I know you said
saying
Swizz
that
Beats
that
and
was.
Yeah,
Funk
Swizz.
Master
So that's
Flex.
what
Swizz is rapping that?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's what Jadakiss rhymes over.
He got the fuego.
We can Gensu
The fuego is making him forgettos.
We can Gensu that shit real
Yeah, I
quick.
guess he did that same thing to Busta Rhymes, and I guess Busta Rhymes released 2 new songs for the Funk Flex Challenge.
Because what Funk Master Flex does is he's on Hot 97. So
No.
I am a New Yorker. I know
It's
you have
dope.
your feelings about Funk Master Flex, but like I love me some Funk Master Flex.
I look at him as a DJ. I give him respect. I'll be on the radio
Yeah,
because he
I
broke
respect.
some of my shit, and then just the fact that okay, I'm down to hear some shit.
I used to think he sucked, and then he played one of my songs, and now I think he's alright.
Nah, I was just trying to. I thought this shit was always
Nah,
official.
No, I just always hated that New York screaming over the record, bringing it back. I played 2 bars, bringing it back, 2 bars, bringing it back, 2 bars.
That's
I
that
was like,
shit,
yo,
though.
let's play a song.
That's that essence. That's the essence.
Yeah, but remember back in the day, you were waiting to like hit record on your cassette tape.
Some
So
people,
Now it's the-
some people, yeah,
yeah,
right. But then some people are the other way. They got to move forward. You know what I mean? So
He was always talking over the music, DJ Clue,
And
Funk
he
Master
still
Flex.
does that.
I like
That's
them, don't get me
now
wrong.
the young motherfucker,
that's his style.
Ron
He, like,
G.
he
Shout out to
hypes it
Ron
up,
G.
you know?
The
He
youngest
hypes
in
it up.
charge.
Now,
But-
now it's
Yeah,
the
man.
Waze girl talking over all the music.
What I was saying was that's
In
Nah.
2 miles,
No.
take a shut up, bitch! I'm trying to hear this fucking song.
During his
it's Tanya.
shows.
Tanya talking over the music.
I'm trying to get my point.
Yo,
Say
get
this,
your
what is
point.
But
Go
I feel
ahead, put
you.
it right there.
My point was this: like, he has certain days that he's on, and usually every week he challenges somebody. He's like, "Yo, I challenge so and so and so and so new music next Thursday,"
So,
because he
so.
plays new music,
Is that salsa?
and he's trying to bring more new music,
Is-
and that he's
you
smart
think-
because
so
it's
it's
getting
like-
the artist publicity
It's
as
like
well.
it's like salsa.
That's
How
not
is
a
it like salsa, bitch?
Because you just said because he plays like so, or maybe he was just stuttering. I don't know. I heard so.
He bringing the corn.
So music. Maybe that's what it was. Isn't there
Corn
something?
on
What is
the
that?
cob.
Latin. What is it? You just said so. No, not even salsa.
That might have been a stutter. It does happen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Tanya.
So yeah, Funk Flex. He's been in the,
Tanya, get the fuck out of here with that.
he's
bullshit.
been in the news this
Go ahead, man.
last like I don't know, a month or so
He said
with
that
the whole
shit.
Conway stuff, the whole Pete Rock
stuttered
stuff,
too.
the whole now Busta Rhymes, now Diddy.
But is that like
Not
publicity,
Diddy.
you know?
Did he? Yeah, he does.
Publicity for the artist, publicity for him. Everyone's talking about him.
Yo, she got it. Y'all talking.
We could put a basket up there.
I was
That's
just-
true.
I
You
was
want me to
just-
start calling you Chiquita?
Nah, I'm cool. I just wanted to chill and put a drink up there for a minute.
All right, well, what's next?
Pooh Shiesty shows off a new look in prison photo. It appears Pooh Shiesty, if those who don't know him, you know,
Paper towel,
then you don't know.
bandana.
But it says appears to be going through something of a transformation in prison, physically, at least. On Monday, the incarcerated rapper took to Twitter to share a new photo of him behind bars, showing off his almost unrecognizable new look. The usually ski mask clad MC can be seen rocking longer hair, a full beard in the picture, along with gold framed glasses while striking a pensive pose for the cameras. Eagle Eye fans also noticed the H in his chopper forearm tattoo has been removed, further suggesting the Memphis native has been on a spiritual journey while in prison. Well, who doesn't go on a spiritual journey
Yeah.
in prison? A lot of people do. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
So
I
stay
think
tuned.
about
Stay
things.
tuned.
So what do I gotta do to not get raped?
Yeah, and you know what? That's
What gang? What group
but
do I have to join
But
here?
you know what? That's such a falsification too in prison. Now a lot of people be thinking that motherfuckers get raped or whatever. Yo, some
The consent. It's consensual.
some people are already bitch in them, cause that's how that happens to a lot of people. Some people are already like that, so it's not that people are someone's going running around raping
You
people.
already
in
got
jail.
bitching.
No, you
already
already
got it in you.
You're already soft like that. Motherfuckers know that. That's when they slap you and you be like, "Oh, let's make love." Come on, that's the fuck out of here. That's some other
Really?
shit.
They say make love?
I know. Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, you know what I
Man,
mean.
gotta word it right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not what you say, it's how you
I
say
don't know,
it.
man. You got 137 years. I guess some motherfuckers are saying, "Let's make love," but that's them. This is the danger zone. That's what I'm
Zone
saying.
already.
You know what
So
I
I
mean?
got,
what else you got there, David?
Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane released
Oh,
a
yeah.
new single together.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Yeah,
It's
you.
pretty good. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
haven't
good.
Yeah, I
heard
thought it
it
was
yet.
pretty good.
We'll play it for
I
you.
like how he set it off though. Like Cool G was set that off. His verses. I don't know. He still sound like that vigorous young dude with that like his rapid fire. I mean, that's because his flow was before its time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel, that's why I'm telling you, he sound like regular motherfucker on there, like that School G rap. That's some shit you can fuck with, like,
Yeah, if the beat's right, and I don't like a lot of the beats that he chooses, but the beats that I like, he's always destroying them. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you make beats. That's why this beats.
Well, there's some like it. I did a couple videos for him, and I didn't like the beats that much on the songs.
Did y'all go get sandwiches?
Nah, it was a long ass day. That was a 19-hour video shoot.
Let me tell y'all something.
That was an infamous video shoot that we'll talk about with Saigon when he's on the podcast.
When you eat, excuse me.
I look forward to it.
I look forward to it. But let me tell you something. You do videos of Mr. DL. They come out, they're clear, they're quality, and they're great. But you're not going to get nothing to eat. So don't even think that you're going to come around and eat.
Nah, we don't do that shit.
We're not eating.
There's no craft services.
Now craft. Oh shit, see?
I know, I've done craft
now, but
services.
craft is the snacks. You gotta go to the trucks and get the fucking.
Yeah.
Well, now the craft services upgrade, because the other day I was on a set and they had the truck, they had the menu, and they had, like you said, like snacks.
Yeah.
But they had like the grill going and everything. You could get like steak and cheese.
I mean, it's something I know. I love when I do the movies and shit, because you be like, first you got the crab stacking it up. And then you got these trucks with prime rib and chicken and this shit's crazy, man.
What's the best thing
you've
you've ever eaten from craft services?
Me?
Yeah.
I can't really. One time they try to fool me though. They try to come out.
Pity the fool.
First of all, I don't eat sushi and shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, fuck that.
So she was on her Rosie Perez shit right there. But
remember how they say you look like Mr. T?
Yeah.
Maybe you were talking about the food.
Nah. They thought. It's like, they was like, yo, Chef Tizzle look like Rosie Perez. I said, no, she don't.
I'll take that compliment.
That's that bullshit.
That's
that
some
bullshit. Nah,
Rosie.
I'm fucking with you. But yo, back to the rocket fuel movement.
You know how I feel with Rosie Perez.
You like her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dope, dude.
Tell them why you like her.
Oh, shit.
Tell them why.
What's the Puerto
Tell
Rican?
the people why. Maybe that's how he got his Puerto Rican spice.
Oh, see, now that can go there. Puerto Rican spice.
Let's just say White Man Can't Jump came out at the perfect time for me.
And you tried to jump.
And I was like,
It's called puberty.
oh, look at them titties.
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh
That
my
motherfucker in this
God.
house like that. Oh,
he
wow.
means breast.
Pause button.
I can imagine.
Fix the tracking. Remember that shit? Tracking on
Oh,
the
shit. Shape that shit up. What? And you have to realize that you were much younger than me at that time.
Yeah, for sure. That was like, what is that, 91 that came out or something? 90?
1991, I was like, I'm free. I can't believe I'm out here.
He was enjoying titties too, though. You were enjoying those titties as much as I was.
That's why they made that scene for you guys.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't get out. I probably didn't see shit, like, because for a whole year, but shit was just like, man, I'm fucking glad to be out here.
Was it hard to adjust to it?
With the freedom?
Yeah.
No, because, well, when I went in, man, it's open book, I was fucked up, man, you know what I mean? So when I came out, I had none of that addiction, none of that crazy shit that I was doing, so it was like, oh shit, I'm out here now. But I thought my life, that I could be that. I could be like living, like that. So the adjustment after a while, was cool. And then later on, that year later on is when I connected back up with Google, and then started ascending with this shit. So, but I was only there for about 3 years, and people, sometimes people like, or they might be, that's not that long, whatever. So listen.
Does it go by slow for you?
Well, anyway, if you go, for me, it might have went by a little quick because every 4 or 5 months they was moving me to another spot. So therefore, time was like kind of moving like that. And that was a lot of overcrowding in that time. But people don't realize when you see that one birthday, 2 birthdays, 3, you sitting there like, damn, this shit is real. Because at first, sometimes people get in and out, and then you get born. Now that's only 3 years. But I mean, obviously, I ran into people, whatever, that had phone book numbers that we used to call them. He's in 200 years, 50, 10.
I could
12,
imagine missing other people's, like your mom's birthday was probably tougher than missing your own birthday.
I mean, with me, it's just the fact that I recognize, man, that damn, I fucked up. That's why I'm here. So how can I be when I re-enter society? No bullshit, man. No cap at all. That's how I really was thinking. So when I got back out, I wanted to stay out. You know what I mean? Now we here many years later, but I'm just saying, man, that shit.
Yeah. So what's going on in the Puerto Rican world?
Well, we're not going to call it necessarily the Puerto Rican world, but we'll call it the Hispanic world.
Call it what you want to call it,
Especially
man.
because
Just call that shit. Okay.
He is so. Is that male? Is that male enough?
Shout out, hey, Boricua. Hey, listen, when I was in jail, it used to be in a part with the fucking, it just took me back right there. And to be in a part when you was in for the night, it was Child Street back in the day. Now Child Street is a beautiful hotel. You know what I'm saying? That hotel is crazy right now, man. I even went back and performed there at the at the Boston Music Awards. But you'd be locked down for the night, and someone would yell, "Boricua!" That was Boricua, right? You hear me, Boricua? I'd be like, "Oh shit,
Boricua.
What this shit mean?" Right? Then I found out, it was dudes in cells, different places, trying to see who else was like Spanish, and then they be kicking it.
Puerto Rican to be specific.
But that's what that is. That's just
Yes,
Puerto Rican.
Boricua is Borinquen, which is the island.
Yeah.
And Boricua is like what we are.
Yeah, man, them motherfuckers Boricua didn't do with there was always a low voice. Boricua. That should be funny. I was in there. I was like, oh, okay, I see what this is. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers start speaking in Spanish. As soon as they connect, someone's saying shit. They probably saying some dumb shit too. Yo, you got any cigarettes up there? You know what I mean? Because that's what it was. Cigarette. Go ahead. What's the news?
Yeah, what's the news?
My boy,
So
you just threw me out.
Keep it in the music. Shout out to Nati Natacha. She's a Dominican artist. She's hit top 10 for females since like 2005 is when they started doing that. It's like audio streams. So she's had the most number ones on Billboard's audio streams for Latin.
Oh, for Latin music.
That's U.S. and Puerto Rico.
More than like Mark Anthony and all these people?
Mark Anthony.
Top 10 female.
Oh, female. That's what I mean. Mark Anthony's on it?
Yeah, she's Serena Williams of that music, that genre.
Sometimes we listen.
No, it was a Mark Anthony joke.
Well, you gotta listen to him anyway.
Then I wasn't listening.
I'm saying he's a chick.
Oh, you like him?
Oh.
You like Mark Anthony?
Don't start talking about our Puerto Rican artists.
Oh shit!
Why? Because Bad Bunny was making out with a dude on stage.
No, everybody already knows what he do. So I don't know. It's not like a surprise to me. Like,
hey,
you just mad.
You ain't gonna make.
Actually, we didn't meet, but if he
not
wants
gonna
to
make
meet me,
him-
I'm all for it.
Hey, they're not gonna.
And he's in an open relationship with another artist.
They're not gonna let him in there the next time he come through.
They're gonna be like, you too, tú, vete.
The Spanish, now they gonna say
Él se queda.
the Spanish or
La zona
Latino
del
awards.
peligro.
They gonna be like him
Zona
right
del
there.
peligro.
Yeah.
But nah, hey, so that's
cool.
good. That's good. He's both like, that's cool. That's
for
good.
her, she's
He
young.
when he wears a dress.
We're both like, he's like, that's cool. I'm like, well, that's good. At the same time, he's like, okay, that's good.
I think she's like in her 30s.
Nah, that's
like
cool.
Early,
Beautiful.
Like maybe like 30, 35.
So you heard it first here. Telemundo.
Is she smart?
Oh yeah, she's smart.
Ooh.
For those of you who don't know what that means, he means, is she smart?
I don't know. Via regle. We yo, we good?
All right. So, all right. Peace out to the
You know what I mean?
Dominican lady with the big breasts. That was cool.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Peace out.
What did you say?
You said peace out.
No, yeah. I'm out to her.
Via regle.
10 singles.
Her
10
song
number
is
one singles.
with Daddy Yankee and we sing in Yandel, which
Daddy
are like
Yankee. All right. So,
Mr.
big
Yandel.
artists. Like that been around for a
The
very long
SpaghettiOs
time.
Yandel. What'd you say? SpaghettiOs Yandel? No,
I
it's
said we sing.
how come Daddy
Yandel.
Yankee's name is in English?
Because a lot of Puerto Rican dialect is Spanglish, so
Okay.
it's very common for us to have a conversation with Spanish and English.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Via regle. Go ahead.
All right. So I guess
that was
we're
a question more like an intermission.
I don't know. We
I
just
guess
took a
we're
break.
leaving South
We
America
got term up here too.
and Central America
We
and the
said
islands.
DR, South America.
Well, you
what's
said
going
it was.
on?
You said it was. Latin.
Y'all are wild.
I said Hispanic.
Hispanic news,
Yeah,
so I was
Hispanic
concluding
Heritage Month
everybody.
is coming.
So,
I concluded all.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna move on to sports.
Okay.
now,
And then play sports.
in sports,
You got any news about any people in Latin America doing sports stuff?
listen, Yeah, we'll get to
I
that.
didn't look anything up for that. Nothing was piquing my
Repeat.
interest.
Now, there's always something.
Actually, something did
about
happen a
ball.
couple
Yeah,
of
there's
weeks
always
ago.
something.
What happened?
I forgot what his name is. He's a MLB baseball player who owns a basketball team in Puerto Rico. And I think he plays for, I want to say Atlanta or the Cardinals.
Man, that team must be terrible.
When you find out,
Nah, they were actually, he actually like
You
took
find
2 days
out-
off because they're in like basically what we would call the championship in Puerto Rico.
when you find out, let us know.
So he was like, I gotta be there for my team. He owns the team.
That's cool.
I believe it's the
So-
Bayamon.
We'll put it up on here.
Yeah, we believe
Yeah.
that. But no
Why
cap.
y'all hating?
No.
When I come with the
No,
knowledge
I
and you
said
ask
we said
me,
we believe that. No
No,
cap.
we fighting after
We not
this,
capping.
alright? There's gonna
we
be
not
some rewind the
capping,
scenes.
trapping, fake rapping.
How tall?
ass
How
niggas.
tall is the tallest person on that basketball team?
I don't know.
But there's some tall people on that
We
national
have
Puerto Rican team, though.
there
Yeah.
are
Straight
tall
up.
Puerto
For
Ricans.
real, for real.
No, I'm not saying there's
And there
not.
are
Yo,
also
you'd be surprised.
short
They
people who
find
play
them up
very
for
good
them teams.
basketball.
That team, they have a professional.
They
They got a
find from the
professional
Dominican
league out there.
Republic.
No, it's professional.
Yeah, there's a big professional league in Puerto Rico, though, for real.
Yeah.
There's a good one. It's supposed to be good.
Carmelo Anthony.
Liga
did
Nacional
something
de
good.
Baloncesto. I think it's like
What?
LNMB or
But
something
listen,
like that.
Oh no! As we stay here today, though, we're on to the football season.
Football.
Season will be coming up next week, and officially, I'll be having some picks on there. You know what I'm saying? So we can see what time it is. Me, my daughter, man. Shout out to man M Love. That's my daughter. And
Nice.
we got some picks on here. But football's getting ready to go down. Like they say, a lot of adjustments, a lot of switches been going around with these teams. They ready over there with Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott, Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. You know, a lot's about to pop off. Aaron Donald over there with the Rams. You know, a lot of shit happening over here. The Patriots and Mac Jones, who I expected to have a good year. But like they say, you know, but the NFL is not for long if you don't produce. So it should be a great year. And let's change that though.
Yeah,
They
I was
s-
looking.
They say NFL means not for long, unless your name is.
Tom Brady.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought we were going with the F and L. So
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
like waiting for an F
Hey,
and
let me
L.
tell you, I was freestyling earlier and I said some shit like, because it was like, I was like, why they always go not for long?
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's 45. You know what I mean? So
But he's like Cinderella. You
I mean,
know, he's
nah,
like
he ain't
the
turning no
exception, not
pumpkins.
the rule.
he still got on the goddamn gown then in
He's
the
like
glass
he's,
slippers.
he's like he's reached that age where he can't stop because once he takes that time off, it's gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Like that's why even
like
on the
retirement.
offseason he's doing
Once you
something.
stop,
First
Like,
of all,
yeah, like when he finally goes like this, he's gonna stand up and look 10 years older.
but you know what it is? You know, if you think about it though, first of all,
good for him.
we live to see a dude in that sport. He's one of a kind.
Yeah.
He is,
Like,
yeah.
yo, I've watched like quarterbacks get to 40. Chicago had I forget his name, Vince Evans. You know what I'm saying? The Rams had this dude back in the day, man, James Harris. Like, you see these dudes, right? And then you know, then you had a few other quarterbacks, man. And shout out and rest in peace to Len Dawson, long time NFL player, classic player. Played for the Chiefs, and he also was a broadcaster after that. He just passed, so rest in peace, Len
Rest in
Dawson.
peace.
But I mean, like I said, Tom Brady's keep on pushing it. We're looking forward to the football season. The Red Sox, like I say, once again, are still the back of an ass. So they not going nowhere. They're not going to do nothing.
He
You
said
know,
the back of an ass.
You know,
It's
shout
so
out.
weird to see baseball still
Tell us
going
how you
on.
truly
Like,
feel.
Huh?
Tell us how you truly feel.
I mean, that's
September and the season's
sucks.
not even over yet because of the strike in the beginning of the
oh
year.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's weird. Derek Jeter's the only person to ever hit a home run in November because of the 9/11. When they postponed
many-
baseball for a while.
How many does your boy have now?
50?
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
12 more.
Yeah, he needs 12 more.
We'll see what happens, man. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so who the fuck is calling? Oh, it's Cortez.
Wu Family Moving Company. They've been your neighborhood moving company for over 10 years, offering swift, efficient, and stress-free moving. Just call Wu Family Moving at 978-398-2784, online at ROUXFamilyMoving.com.
Yo. It's Big Suge
Mr. DL.
and Chef Tanya Nicole. We all up in here, man. This is the Danger Zone Podcast, episode 32. And right now, we got my man sliding through. They call him the rap battle legend. You know what I'm saying? It's our man Cortez. You know, what's up, brother? What's going on?
What's up, man? I'm shaking with y'all, man. Pleasure to be a part of this series, episode 32. You know what I mean?
Of
I know all the
course.
legends that y'all already had up there, so you know it's very humbling that I got some time up here too.
Nah, man, it's you know, we try to hit all angles of everything too, man. Like, and I was just talking to Premier. I was talking to Premier before I, you know, got here, and he gives a shout out too because he's familiar with what you do as well. You know what I'm saying? So
That's love.
I was just speaking to him, and you know, so can you give the people, some who might know and some who don't know, you know, the background on Cortez and, you know, how you came about and the situation, you know, and how you know, popped on the scene, you know?
To be honest with you, you know, I had like label situations, and you know, this is maybe like mid 2000s to 2010, like, you know, that gap where like I had a lot of situations and you know, label deals, and I was working on music and doing everything, right? I was just trying to get my hands in on everything. But when it came to ciphers or like battles on the block, everyone would always call me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was always the lyrical miracle, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I just, you know, that was my thing. I was very aggressive. So then I had got an opportunity to battle at Fight Club when they was filming for MTV2, when they had that season. And this was right after the Jin and Sirius Jones went real viral back then.
Right.
And once I went there, I battled 10 dudes like the same night. I made it all the way to the end. I ended up battling people like Jag, that's down with Larceny Family, Cassidy and them. And, you know, like I actually battled a lot of people further down the line that were like very important to the culture.
Right.
But at that time, I stood out, and I was Spanish. You know, like I was the only Puerto Rican. Like people were like, "Yo, who's this Spanish kid from Brooklyn?" You know, so it was a name buzzing around me. And then DJ Vlad had started doing battles.
Right.
He was doing these things called Butcher battles, and I won that also.
Right.
And one of the footages, like somebody recorded it on their little flip phone. They recorded a battle against me versus J Focus. And from that day with Vlad, and I smoked him. Now, this is maybe 2006, right? Further down the line, 2008, J Focus becomes the 106 and Park champion.
Right.
So now people are Googling him. I'm not even aware that the battles on YouTube, you know, I had no knowledge of it, nothing. I just remember when I seen 106, I was like, man, I battled dude before. Like, I beat him.
Slater.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And hating. I'm not gonna lie, I was hating. I was like, damn, he on TV, I smoke. You know what I mean? You know how that shit go. And then, you know, further, J Focus had got approached by this guy named Direct, who started Grind Time.
Right.
And he wanted him to battle. And when he watched all his battles, he had asked him, he said, yo, there's this kid named Cortez that you battled like 2 years ago. And like, how can we find him or contact him? And J Focus still had my number. And me, I'm hating on him. Meanwhile, J Focus is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hand you his number. He handed off my number to them. You know what I mean? To get me involved.
Right.
And then when they called me, a lot of people don't know World Star Hip Hop started with battles. So, you know, World Star and Grind Time, they had a partnership. And from there, I was on the first card. I battled Complex. He battled Hollow the Dawn. And, you know, once, you know, within 6 months, that whole Grind Time movement just flew. You know what I mean? And from there, my name just started ringing crazy. And, you know, it was just like unexpected. I'm trying to do all this other stuff, record labels, and I had a publishing deal. I was writing records for R&B artists and rapping myself and helping reggaeton artists. And the one thing I didn't focus on was battling. And that's the one thing that broke through for me out of all those other stuff. So,
Wow.
you know, it's an eye opener for real.
Shout out to my nephew Mo. That you know, he's involved in that battle, the battle culture. As you move forward now, though, like, you know, are you still like actively battling, or are you trying to set on making music, or what is it you after right now?
No, I'm actively battling. I had one of the biggest battles this year against Surf. Mr. DL, like he knows I battled earlier this year in Mass.
Yep.
You know, I battled XL out there, and then we went and recorded songs that same night. You know, I make sure that I just stay busy.
Right.
You know, it's a blessing that I get to do what I love for a living and earn good money doing it.
No
So
doubt.
it's like I'm not closing the door on nothing. I'm independent. I'm gonna get a bag for battling. I'm gonna get that bag. I'm gonna get the bag for making music. I'm gonna get that bag. I just make sure that whatever Cortez name is stamped on, it's official. You know what I mean? No one's gonna sit there and say, he can't make music, or no one's gonna sit there and say, he's trashing the battle shit. Nah, I just go hard for whatever I could get my, you know what I mean? Get my brand in position.
Right.
I think you're one of those battle rappers that does actually make good music as well.
Facts.
Thank you.
So, you know, not to say that it's
Agree.
very rare, but it is kind of rare that someone can master both of those. Which do you prefer if you had to pick? Would you rather make music or do battles?
To be honest with you, music is like so fun for me. It's much more natural. It's less stressful,
definitely
way
less
less
stressful.
stressful.
Yeah.
You know, and my comfortability with making music and just, you know, creating a song is like so dope. You know, the one thing about battle rapping is, though, it's like that energy. You're rapping in front of thousands of people,
Right.
and that right there is like electrifying. You know what I'm saying? The scary thing about battling is every time I battle, it's new material. Every time. For the past 15 years, every time I had to battle, I had to do new material and try it out.
Yeah.
So,
that's interesting.
you know, some nights you have some bad nights when nobody is fucking with your shit. You know what I mean? It comes with the territory. But, you know, that rush of, you know, writing something down and then seeing the people go crazy over it, there's nothing like it either. But if I had to choose, just making music is just way easier for me, you know?
Right.
Talking about easier, you know, people who may not know the battle rapping world, like that's something unfamiliar to them. What kind of preparation does it take? Speaking of, you know, performing is a lot easier because every time you battle rap, it's fresh. What kind of preparation, or at least for you, how long does it take you to be ready for a battle rap?
I mean, I can prepare for a battle in a week. I can, but it will be rushed. It won't be like the best Cortez. You know, you might get some dope shit here and there, but it won't be like the A1 Cortez. But as far as like, I would say 3 weeks to a month. You give me 3 weeks to a month to fully lock in. I'm gonna write my rhymes. I might take a week and a half writing, and then memorizing, and then performing. You know, it's like a play. It's like a Broadway play. So, you know, I can finish the rhymes and memorize them, but to really act them out and like perform them the way I want to with aggression and, you know, slowing down and speeding up. Yeah, give me a month. Give me a month.
Yeah.
What do you think about when like more traditional rappers try to test you? Like I saw Fredro Starr saying he wants to battle you and stuff like that. Like, do you even entertain that kind of shit?
Of course I do. Of course I do, because at the end of the day, it's a big question. It's the same way how, like, if Fredro was to get me on a song, some people might be like, who the fuck is Cortez think he is to get on a song with Onyx?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So you know, battle rap fans look at it the same way. Like, what makes him think just because he's did this and did that in Sunset Park and all. What makes him think he can come in here and battle? But it becomes a question that's marketable. And if it can sell and it can generate money, that's what we're in here for, you know? I would just, you know, certain battle rappers have embarrassed industry guys. I don't think there's not one industry guy that has come back that has like wowed the people. You know, from Joe Buttons to Cannabis. You know, like I feel like they understand. Like, nah, this is a whole different ball game. You know.
What you think about like Cassidy though? What do you put him in that pantheon or whatever?
I think he's terrible. I think he's terrible. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like with Cassidy, and I know Cassidy. Like, I've been in the studio with him, I've chilled with him, but he's stuck in a pattern and like a cadence that is like so 2005, 2006. Now, granted, it's his cadence. Everyone wanted to rap like him, you know what I mean? But
that's true.
You know, times have changed. And if you don't change with the times, you're gonna get left behind, you know? He's just a person that he just thinks he knows it all. And he goes on the stage and he be getting killed. And then it's just like, whatever, I won. You know what I mean? And I just laugh at it. I'll be like, yo, you know?
So that's a question I have.
Does he generate dollars? He generates a lot of dollars because he can talk shit. So you know, there's other stuff too that keep him relevant.
A lot of these battles, they don't have announced winners. Like, what is it? Just decided in the comment section?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it'll be barbershop talk. It'll be block content. You know what I mean? On the corner store, in the barbershop. Yo, I think this nigga won. And that creates more people to go watch the battles and debate with people. And I think that's real healthy for the culture because it sparks conversation. You know, I think when you watch a battle, if you heard who won the battle before you watch it, you're not gonna watch it with the same type of enthusiasm.
Okay. But
if Tony's sitting there, oh, I think Cortez won, and Suge sitting there saying, nah, I think this guy won, it's gonna make you go, and you're gonna go and say, well, I'm gonna watch it for myself, and I'm gonna see who won. Of course, right. You know what I mean? So it creates that type of interest and buzz around it. You know what I mean? So that's why they don't really announce the winners, because at the end of the day, everything's subjective.
Yeah.
So when you're battling and stuff like that, and you or someone else or whatever, do you feel that cats is respectful of each other when that shit is said and done? Do you find cats to be upset, you know, and shit, or how do you feel it like that?
Everything. Some dudes be upset. Some dudes, you know, some dudes cannot deal with loss. Some dudes don't like personals. You know, I really think it depends on who you battling and what type of situation you're going into the battle. If it's a guy that I've known for 15 years, he's on the battle circuit. He's just as popular as me. But let's say he's got a lot of skeletons in his closet and no one's really knows him like that. Yeah. I could go in there and I could dish out all his dirt. That might ruin the friendship. You know what I mean? Am I gonna do that for a cheap win? It depends. I might not like you. You know? But if you're somebody that I'm cool with, if I'm cool with you,
you might hold
you know
back.
What I mean? I might be like, nah, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna just rap. You know what I mean? I'll just rap. But you got to be careful because let's say I go in there and I just rap and he comes in there trying to dig dirt because he thinks I'm going to spit dirt. You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to have your guards up. Thankfully, for me, I don't really have a lot of dirt on my name. I don't have like
knock on air.
I don't got weird wacky shit around me where somebody could try and you know what I mean, expose me or something. I don't have those issues. Thank God. You know,
it is a cool job though. You get paid to roast people. You know,
it's beautiful.
I mean,
you would love that shit.
I know what shit. I roast motherfuckers and I ain't get paid, but I
Shook the battle rapper coming up next.
No, I've done that. See, my thing is, I've had some battles like that coming through the game, but also I would be a judge a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I remember how some dudes would get like what you could tell they losing verbally right? But then they want to like start touching and pointing out shit, like, which I always thought that part of that shit was right. Like, nah, don't touch me or nothing. Like, you just, you try and go. Actually, I like it to be verbalized. But is that what motherfuckers do in some battles though? They want to try to start touching the shit.
Yeah. They'll try to throw you off your rocker. They'll try to, talk during your rounds, disrespect you, try all types of shit.
Right.
Intimidation.
But I look at that like you're mad. You know what I mean? That's how I come at that. I'm like, oh, you mad? Oh, you feeling pressure? Oh, you're losing right now. So you're trying to do whatever you can to deflect that energy.
Right.
But I do it too. But sometimes you gotta let somebody know too. Like, let's say somebody's touching me and they tapping my chest or whatever like that. I've been in this for too long. I'm not gonna get out of character. I'm not gonna fuck up my contract and fuck up my bread. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dish it right back. Yeah. And I know 9 times out of 10 I rap better than you. So when I do it, it's gonna come across way better, way more aggressive, and way more believable. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna bullshit with you. I'm gonna come at your helmet. Yeah. And a lot of dudes can't handle that. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, damn. I ain't know Cole was gonna go and do that. And well, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Watch your hands.
A lot of motherfuckers, like you just said, a lot of motherfuckers come at that helmet, take that face mask off. They can't handle it. You know what I mean? I done seen it.
Exactly.
I mean, me, just from a level of being known as just a motherfucker roasting motherfuckers coming up. I had to know how to fight because some people couldn't take it. Then you had, you had to throw. So, you know what I mean? Like you said, you keep your guard up because, and you temper if you might be cool with someone, but that's like you going in there to slap and the motherfuckers get throwing punches. So you both got to be up. So you know what I mean? So I get that.
I wanted to know who's ducking you? Who you trying to battle that won't battle you?
Well, Surf was ducking me for the longest, but now I got him out the way.
Yeah.
So really, it's J.R. Ryder and Fredro Starr. Like I'm aiming for some industry names. You know what I'm saying? I'm aiming for names that are valuable, that can generate some interest and set the bar for me because I've battled all the battle rappers. I'm approaching 100+ battles.
Oh, wow.
And I just feel like having that many battles on your resume, I built a catalog. I built a real like a real catalog, and I feel like that's an accomplishment. Like when I sit back, it's a body of work that people can appreciate. And from here on, it's really just about outdoing the last battles. I just want to be able to, when they sit there and say, damn, he's battled him. Damn, he did this. Damn, he did this. I don't want people to just say, oh, he battled anybody. Nah, he battled the best of the best.
Of course.
You know what I mean? That's really where I stand with it.
If someone's looking at your catalog, who are you having them watch you battle? Like if they've never heard or heard you ever.
Holland. Yeah, I would say the Holland battle. I would say Conceited from Wild 'N Out. I would say Hitman High. Man, I got some classics. I would say definitely had Ice Part 1. Those battles right there, like really set the bar for me, especially early on. It made people respect who I was.
That shit is dope. I like how you said that you have about 100 battles under your belt. Because my man, Mr. GL got about 100 sandwiches under his. But I'm fucking with it. That's it. That's all good. That was a good one, huh? Do you have like a 10 favorite MCs or 10 MCs from eras or whatever that you like? You know what I'm saying? Or even if they, can you give us 10?
Yeah, I would give you, the obvious ones, Big, Hove, Pun. I will go with those 3. I will go with 50 Cent, 4. Nas is up there, 5. Joe Buttons is up there, 6.
Okay.
Nipsey Hussle, 7. I need 3 more.
Yeah.
3 more.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle, J. Cole is 8.
Oh yeah, J. Cole.
Oh, wow.
DMX. Whoa. How could I forget DMX? DMX is 9, and I would definitely say it's a toss-up between Kiss and Fab.
Okay. Man, so that's
Fabicus.
You had an I know they'll fuck around and make an album because you said that. But that's an interesting list, man. That's dope because
Some new ones we haven't
heard
heard.
some new names and shit on the list. And it's crazy too when you threw DMX in there because rest in peace, DMX. Even though he was scripted in the way that he was and the way he did his thing, he was actually like a battle rapper rhyming. You know what I mean? His shit was aggressive, raw, and like so you could even though he wasn't really battling, you know what I'm saying? But his style and demeanor was that
Battle
way.
the devil.
Like
His
I'll smack
energy.
the shit out of you. His shit was like
100%.
I'll smack the shit out of you just by what he was saying. Like you know what I mean? So I could see where, you know, it's like, damn man, that shit paralleled that shit though. I'm glad you threw him in there. Because actually that's probably the first time you've been on the list.
Yeah, surprisingly.
And
50.
Rest in peace,
Buttons.
Nipsey Hussle and 50.
Yeah, 50 for sure. I don't- yeah.
Cortez came through
Hell yeah.
Like it.
with the
Variety.
original. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
So wait. So who never got said before? X and Pun?
No, Pun has 50 Cent and
DMX.
DMX. We don't think DMX
Yeah.
has been said
Nah.
in the 10.
Has Joe
Nipsey
Budden
Hussle.
been said?
Oh, Joe Budden hasn't been said either.
Yeah, but that wasn't as shocking to me because he's a battle rapper.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So I was like, but when he said DMX, I was like, yeah, DMX. Like we haven't heard that one yet.
Nah. I haven't heard Joe either in the list of people's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know, he was very
I feel
unique.
like
Joe Budden's better than
I
Method
feel
Man.
like
Remember that?
I feel like Buttons is really slept on. Like I feel like I learned. See, like these guys are my favorites too because if I learned how to write from studying them, right? Like X taught me emotion,
Oh yes.
right? Like I learned emotion. Like I learned how to like. If I'm gonna go deep and dig deep, like I'm gonna give you some details. I'm gonna be vulnerable. You know, but Joe Buttons too. Joe Buttons is like one of the first emo rappers. Like he'll talk about his industry struggles and his relationship struggles, and that taught me how to be very vivid in detail when explaining things. So like those type of things always like catch me. You know, it don't just have to be a guy with punchlines or a guy with flow and delivery. Because like Eminem used to be one of my favorites. But I can't listen to Eminem now the same way I did when I was younger. It's weird, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, certain artists, I appreciate them, but I you know, time counts for me.
You
over
grow out
time,
of them.
how your body of work ages.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, perceptive is perceptive. You know, that's how Cortez is seeing that, and I respect that. We respect that because there's some people that people are always going to listen to.
I got a question for y'all. So this is a question for y'all.
Uh-oh.
For y'all, I got one for y'all.
That might be a
Is
first
there
too.
an artist? Is there an artist that y'all fucked with growing up? Like, but now you listen to the artist and it's just not the same. Even his old material, maybe not the new material, because that happens a lot with artists. But like, you sit back and it doesn't hit you the same way.
Well, if I may, with me, you know what I'm saying, it's a little different because, like, you know, I've been around for a long time, so the style of rap or something like that, artist that I was, you know, kicking it with, like, and rocking to in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, like, that style got passed, you know what I mean? So, like, I just happen to be a dude that's still here and still in the mix and making records and things like that, but not with my style. Like, it's not the style like those. Like, for instance, joints came out with me when I was young was Curtis Blow and Spoonie G and a few of these other guys. So of course, as time went on, then the shit kind of evolved, and then I was evolving too as an MC. So now, like, okay, so then that's looked at as, you know, being old school and the style, or, you know what I mean? So now I get to the next level. I'm rocking the 90s and shit like that, and cats is evolving. And then I happen to still be in the 2000s making music, which is a blessing. So for me, I feel as you grow, you can still keep growing. And when you do, therefore, you might pass some shit But with me, it was errors. You know what I mean? Like that error, like someone's not
Yeah,
gonna
you
come
got the
out.
G-Rap, Daddy Kane,
Right.
Rakim. Before that, you might have Run DMC, Slick Rick, Storytelling, NWA.
Well, that's
And
what
they all
started
rap
us.
different, and then you can see the progression. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Like somebody said, if you go next. I'm sorry. Someone said that was Eazy-E was dope. You know?
Yeah, that was
right.
so weird.
And me, I don't think that. I don't think that, but I think that because I know like the behind the scenes shit. I know how things were created, so that probably makes
So
it even
weird.
more like me to be like that. You know
So
what?
my answer to that question was Eazy-E. Not that I don't think it's still good. It just I don't listen to it like I'm telling you. I listen to that shit 20 hours a day. I was listening to that shit.
Damn, man, like, why I don't like Eminem the way I used to love him, or even like Keith Murray. Keith Murray was one of the first CDs I went out and bought. Like, I told my mom, I need $20, and I went to Sam Goody after school. And, you know what I mean? And it was like, nah, I need that Keith Murray, Beautifulest Thing. You know what I mean? And now I look at it like I wasn't a huge Pac fan.
Yeah.
Wasn't a huge Pac fan,
No.
right? At all. And then when I started like as I got older and I started understanding more that he was talking about, it wasn't about the lyricism. I was like, yeah, he's not the most lyrical in the world, but the shit he's talking about is timeless.
Yeah, he could rap.
And I think
but
that's
it
what
wasn't-
catches me more now. Yeah, like that music becomes timeless. And I feel like that's become a bigger goal, at least for me, my pen, to create more shit that's timeless, that withstands the now. You know, like a lot of labels don't go for that. They'll just go for whatever's hot right now. They can sell some records, you know? But there's not a lot of music that is like gonna withstand the hands of time.
But do you think that's because not only have you grown as a man and you're more mature, right? You've seen the world, you know more about life, but also now you're an artist in the industry who kind of knows also how things go, and that also may taint your emotional connection. For instance, for me, I'm not in the music industry. So for me, and I listen to all kinds of music, it is for me an emotional connection that if I like that song, that if I went to get that album, you know, I was probably listening to it while I was going through something, whether it was heartbreak or, you know, like your first love or whatever it was. So for me, when I hear those songs, it automatically brings me back to that time, to that feeling. And even if it's bad, I'm like, yo, I remember when I was going through it. And reflecting on it. You gonna get hurt, Big Shug. You gonna get hurt.
I'm trying to understand. That's
you
all.
big and I'm little, but I'll hurt you good.
No violence, please. I'm
Sorry.
just,
But, you know, what I was saying is, do you think that's because you're an artist now and you used to like those people and they inspired you, but now you have a different perspective?
Because you grow.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, it's like, and it becomes more of a challenge. It's like, okay, I can punchline and metaphor my ass off all day, right? But if I'm not saying nothing in the verse, then it's like, if I'm not giving you something you can relate to, I don't necessarily the verses. I could do stacks and all that, you know what I mean? Skipping a scheme, running the block, sipping the peen, number the pot, number the peen, but I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, that like counts so much more as I've gotten older, where it's like, nah, man, I gotta say some real shit. I gotta say some dope shit, some shit that's gonna make people think. You know what I mean? And then still sneak the punchlines in and shit. And, you know, that's what I think I got from people like Nipsey, or I got shit from people like Kiss, like Fab. They'll punch, but, you know, they got a lot more depth to their lyrics, especially Hopes. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot more depth to it, you know?
No question, which is real. Yes.
Yeah, do you think about what you were saying earlier about artists you used to listen to and now you don't? Do you think a lot of that has to do with being in the industry and meeting people, and then maybe they rubbed you the wrong way, you know, now you don't fucking like their music anymore? Do you think that ever happened to you? Because that's happened to me before. All right, big shit.
That you met somebody in the industry and then like you meeting them, you wasn't a fan of them anymore?
Yeah, like you know, maybe you like, you know, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
I had a situation with. I mean, let me not say a situation because he wouldn't remember it. But I remember one time Busta Rhymes thought I was trying to go into his VIP, and I wasn't. What I was doing was I was going to talk to my man that just happened to be in front of his VIP, and he put his arm up and like try to block it. And I pushed his hand off like, yo, bro, the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his security came, and I'm like, yo, my nigga, nobody's even caring about this nigga right now. Like, bro, I'm trying to talk to my man, like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, after that, I was like, he's an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've seen him on other occasions, and he's been cool, and I'm not going to sit here and tell him about himself, because to be honest with you, everybody has a bad day. You know what I mean? And he probably wasn't even paying attention to it like that.
Yeah.
You know? Not the way most
remember
people do. You know? And for me to think that he's gonna remember that is kind of corny on my end too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you wouldn't.
so I don't think none of that shit.
Who's your dream battle out of any rapper? They don't even have to be a battle rapper, just someone you want to battle and smoke them.
I would want to battle. Bobby Kiss.
Oh shit, man! What about if you could battle anybody from history, like Abraham Lincoln, or whoever it was? Yeah.
Kiss is that one. Now, because that's
anybody in history.
That's who he want to battle. Abe.
You want to battle Abe Lincoln?
Yeah, fuck wrong with
That's how rumors start.
That's it.
The danger zone.
We gonna do that.
Watch
slow
out.
too.
We in la zona de peligro now.
Yo, but listen, man. Damn, was you waiting for an answer?
I don't know. Did you get an answer? We didn't get one. Who do you got? He's gonna battle Cortez. He's gonna battle for the name.
Well, he said, but he was saying Jadakiss.
Yeah, I could battle him for the name, right?
Hey, I tell you, but we appreciated you coming through.
Hell yeah.
You want to ask something? Because you know how you be like, what did we just want to know? Just tell them that shit. Yeah, just do that part.
Do that part?
Yeah.
We just want to know.
Hey.
What are your socials? Like, where can the people find you?
At Cortez_bodega.
Oh, shit.
Can't mess that up.
At
IG,
Cortez_bodega.
Twitter. Yeah, that's the Twitter. That's the IG. You know, tap in with me, Cortez Politics, if you ever want to do business. And, I'm here, man. I respond to DMs. I'm not Hollywood. I work with the people.
Right. So you the people's people, the people's champ, so to speak.
People's champ.
No question, man.
Exactly.
Hey, we appreciate you coming through. And, just spend this time chopping up for a few.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Cortez. That was good, man. Shout out to Cortez. That was our first battle rapper.
Friend of the show.
But it's my favorite part of the week. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment with your favorite part of the show, which is probably something I said. And
He's hilarious.
Yeah, but it's that time of the week. It's stupid as hell.
Yeah. Stupid as hell. Yo, you can say it like this. Yo, so-and-so is stupid as hell. But it's more effective when you go, he's stupid as hell. Like, that's just even worse. Like, you know what I mean? This week, the embarrassment continues. This week, stupid as hell is Herschel Walker.
Oh, no. What?
Now, Herschel Walker, he was one of the greatest players in college.
Wasn't he already stupid as hell?
He's been, no, not for me, but he's had a lot of stupid as hell shit, though.
Oh, boy.
But I mean,
he's on the train.
Yeah, he's definitely, and he probably can't come back. I see you can make a stupid as hell comeback. Yeah. So, and sometimes it could be a little football shit. He played a long time, man. But I was there in his rise and at Georgia. I lived out in Atlanta around them days, and man, it was just such an energetic and terrific time. But right now, it says, Herschel Walker says he found out he was black when his company became a minority-owned business. They have regulations for everything. I found out that I was black. So my company was a minority-owned business. Like, wow, a minority-owned business? What does that mean? Stupid. It means you got to fill out all these forms, Walker said. I was like, I got to fill out all these forms to be black? I didn't want to be a black-owned business. I wanted to be a business, Walker said. Now, the reason why you stupid as hell, brother, that's what you are, man. You are a black business owner. You know, it gives power and strength to our people that assist other people. That's what all that is. And you gonna say, that's how you found out you were black? Listen, there's not much more reason to say much more. But this week, Herschel Walker, man, I loved you as a football player. Even your little brief career in that MMA, you know, I always followed you, but man.
In the what?
MMA, he was in that.
Really?
Oh yeah, his old ass had a couple of beefs.
No shit.
But this week, unfortunately, Herschel Walker, you're stupid as hell. Word.
Hell yeah. Dude, that was a good episode.
No question.
Great episode.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Danger Zone Podcast. Big show.
Word.
Mr. DL, Chef Tanya Nicole.
Yes. So we appreciate y'all coming through, man. Always remember, man, excuses have no purpose, so don't make them.
Don't make them.
As we grow, we glow. That means, man, listen, we keep the circles tighter so we shine brighter. You know what I mean? And we want to involve all y'all in what we doing. You know what I'm saying? The Danger Zone Podcast, episode 32. You know what it is. Peace.
On my dark days, I chopped crack on a regular. Ran up in spots and clapped on a regular. Took big fat ass stacks from the register. No matter how hard they tried, they still couldn't measure the hard I have. You joke when I stab. Grands in my pocket and still caught a cab.